A bit of a quieter day in store after a very busy week weather-wise across Ohio. Hello, forecaster Mark Spencer from Ohio News and Weather. Mainly cloudy skies will dominate much of Ohio for a good part of Thursday. However, more storms will move into southwestern Ohio late afternoon into the evening, and we do have a low-end severe weather threat in that area as well. We'll talk about all that in just a moment, but the little bit of a break is definitely needed. Currently on radar here, we do have showers and thunderstorms moving across a good portion of western and southwestern Ohio, also moving into central Ohio. Columbus getting some rain. We have some stronger storms here around the Cincinnati metro. The strongest cells are generally just over the river into northern Kentucky. Right now entering Boone County there, but a lot of rain here. We got a lot of flash flooding, flash flood warnings in effect. Even across eastern Indiana here, we have some very significant flash flood warnings in effect for some really dangerous conditions in there. We also have showers and storms developing west of Cleveland, moving towards the Cleveland metro this afternoon. That'll continue to push eastward through the afternoon. And finally, even though it's not raining across southeastern Ohio, you guys have had a lot of rain as well, especially Perry County. We had some significant flooding there and in parts of Athens County as well. We still have flood warnings and flash flood warnings in effect in that area as well. Again, more rain coming, unfortunately, for you as that whole complex here continues pushing off to the east and southeast through the later portions of the afternoon and evening hours. We'll get a break overnight from the rain, which is really good. Temperatures out there right now, cooler where it's raining, upper 60s to low 70s. Where it's not raining, generally mid 70s for the most part. We do have some sun in spots across southeastern Ohio, but other spots it's generally been cloudy a good portion of the day. It'll kind of be like that tomorrow as well. It'll be generally quiet for a good part of the day, which is great. We'll see some showers, a couple storms develop in the afternoon in spots before we get another complex of storms that moves into southwestern Ohio. And because of that, we do have a marginal risk right now for severe weather generally across southwestern Ohio. And this is primarily wind damage is what we're looking at here. And it will be later in the day. We'll look at model data in just a moment. But here's our threats right now. Tornado threat, really no tornado threat with any of this at the moment. Generally going to be wind, perhaps some hail. Flooding is going to be a big threat again because we've had so much rain. Several spots, radar estimates 4, 5, 6 inches. Into Indiana, some of those are 10 plus inches, and a lot of that is just from the past 48 hours. Or even less in many cases. So a lot of rain in a very short period of time. But this is what we're looking at for Thursday right now. Here's our future radar. There's that rain moving out overnight tonight. A few showers and storms may blossom, but by Thursday morning, generally quiet. We'll see a few showers, a couple storms develop there across northern Ohio before this whole complex comes in. Again, much of the severe weather will generally be to the southwestern portion of Ohio, even though we got a lot of rain and some thunder moving in. The stronger storms should be generally across southwestern Ohio and then even out of Ohio across the lower Ohio Valley as well. And then that should be out of here by early Friday morning, generally overnight. And hopefully by then we'll start calming down, but we are going to have a couple rain chances here and there, I think, on Friday in parts of Ohio, but models do differ on that. So stay tuned for the latest. Temperature-wise, going forward here, not a lot of hot weather, upper 70s, low 80s for your Thursday. Friday, about the same, upper 70s and lower 80s. Saturday, it looks to be pretty nice across the state, low to perhaps mid 80s in spots. And for your Sunday, a little bit warmer, low to mid 80s, a couple upper 80s out there across southern Ohio as well. No scorching heat coming up, which is good, but how much rain can we expect here? I'm going to take this just through Saturday because we'll have a nice little break, and this will vary. Your backyard may differ from the numbers on here. Just keep that in mind. It's going to really depend on where storms move, how long they last. If we get training storms like we saw yesterday and overnight last night, it will differ quite a bit. So for the most part, southwestern Ohio, let's just call it 1 to 2 inches, depending on where you're at. And if you sit in some of those storms, locally higher amounts are certainly likely. Outside of that, it's generally about 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, with some spots getting a little bit closer to 3/4 of an inch. But again, it will vary quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. Remember, if you come across a flooded roadway, turn around, don't drown, never drive. their flooded roadway. Of course, you can track the latest weather, radar, receive the latest weather alerts, and much more in our free Ohio News and Weather app. Download it today.